Rescue in Geiger.
Okay, that's the storm that is in...
That's the one, that was the original supercell.
Right, and Thomas, we'll take that just a minute. We got some situations here. We can't do that. Let's go to the live stream, and this is Terry Sasser. And Terry, it looks like he's on the interstate right now, on Interstate 5920, in a heavy rain core. He's coming back up on the south edge of this rotation. And obviously, in a situation like this, you're not going to see a whole lot. Again, Terry is coming up from the southwest where heavy rain is falling. That rotation that's prompted this new warning is near the point where Tuscaloosa, Greene, and Hale counties all come together. And this thing is really starting to ramp up. I mean, it looks excellent on radar. The tornadic circulation has just crossed over Knoxville. And by the way, if Ashley is on the line, y'all let me know. She is down that region somewhere, and if we can get her on the line, let us know. Let's go back to the radar, and again, Terry's obviously in the heavy rain. We can't see much there, but again, you can see this rotation right here. That's Interstate 5920. This is moving to the east-northeast, and again, this is Moundville and Hale County. That's Highway 69 coming down from Tuscaloosa. So this new warning is a warning for the southern part of Tuscaloosa County. There's a whole lot of polygons out here today, and they can be a little confusing, but the reason they work pretty well is because tornadoes are small, polygons are smaller. It rules out areas that are not in danger. So let's take off that data and put on the actual polygon just to let everybody know who's in and who's out. I know that we've been talking about the cities of Tuscaloosa and Northport. We had the circulation that was near Jenna that was coming up toward downtown Tuscaloosa, so I'm not ready to give anybody an all clear in this whole area. The bright red, that's the polygon warning, and that does include the cities of Tuscaloosa and Northport and Moundville. And again, Ashley, you're back with us. Tell us what you are and what you are seeing right now.
Okay, well, I got off at the Union exit, and I'm sitting here at a gas station. It's a Texaco gas station. And, you know, it's just been so frustrating because I've been able to see some lowerings, but there are just way too many tree lines around here. It is very difficult to see, which, you know, in turn, I've met a lot of people that are, you know, stopped at gas stations, and they're wanting to either travel west or they're wanting to travel north. And, you know, it's just best to stay put. And even in the gas station that some of these people mentioned, they don't have even access to a TV in there, and it's very hard to find information. I have no, as far as internet data goes, I just don't have any right now, which makes it even more dangerous for people traveling and trying to find out info. So the best advice for anybody that's even listening on radio, just stay put for a while. Even just, you know, stay put. Get into somewhere safe, be at a gas station, whatever, because it's so hard to see around here, which has been really frustrating.
And Ashley, we have a sky watcher, David Moore, who is just southeast of you, and he's a little south of Moundville. He says he sees a wall cloud moving to the north, and there was strong rotation, and that's the one that's just in the edge of Tuscaloosa County. It's going to be very close to the Moundville city limits. So you're in the rain from the storm behind that one right now. So you may be investigating some of these pretty quickly as they come in.
Let's go to Bill Castle's live stream, and while we all kind of keep this roundtable here, we've got multiple circulations, and Bill, it looks like, is coming up on tell me, Thomas, exactly where Bill is. That's some good structure he's got there. Okay, he is along Interstate 2059 southwest of Tuscaloosa, and again, Bill is in a pretty good position where we actually can see some of this structure. Okay, he is near Foster's. He's between the Black Warrior River and the Foster's exit, and those are about 10 miles southwest of the city of Tuscaloosa, and that's probably the best look at this structure that we're going to see. Bill is on the shoulder, and he's going to go down the side of the road here, and we've got multiple circulations. I'm sorry,
just stay with that. I was just letting you know.
Okay. We got multiple circulations today, and this is going to be a day where if you're in a polygon, just stay in a safe place until we give you an all clear. But again, we have multiple indications of tornadoes on radar across the state today. One is coming up through southwest Tuscaloosa County that could affect the city of Tuscaloosa. We've had evidence of a tornado near Jenna in Greene County about 20 minutes ago. That one is coming up toward Tuscaloosa and Northport. And, of course, we've got to the south and west of there other very significant circulations. We have one circulation that will be approaching the city of Utah. It's near Bolagie right now. Another one coming up on New Bern and Greensboro. So if I'm calling out any of the communities in which you are living, just be in a safe place until these storms pass. We're going to stay with Bill's camera for just a minute because that's probably one of the better shots of the storm structure coming up from Foster's. But again, some of the communities under a tornado warning would be Tuscaloosa and Northport, Holt, Coling, Vance, Brookwood, Union, Utah. To the south, we have a tornado warning that includes Greensboro in the southern part of Hale County and the central part of Hale County. That includes New Bern. And also to the southwest, another tornadic circulation near Bolagie. That's coming up toward Utah. It is a series of tornadic circulations we're watching here. And I'll just tell you now, the one that was near Jenna that was coming toward Tuscaloosa and Northport, that is very hard to discern right now. I'm looking at 3 on radar that are very well defined. You've got one that's in the vicinity of Ralph coming up toward Foster's. You're looking live at that. That's the one that will be coming up toward the Tuscaloosa metropolitan area. We've got another one that is located near Bolagie coming up toward the city of Utah. A third one that's moved out of Demopolis coming up toward Greensboro. If you are in the path of any of those, we need you to be in a safe place until those storms pass. And again, Bill is giving us a shot of the cloud bases. And let's go, if we can double box Bill and the radar, that would be very nice. We're going to be able to look at Bill's live stream in one box and our live radar in the other box. And again, let me just kind of show you what we got here. Bill is down here in this region. We've got this one circulation that's coming up from southwest Tuscaloosa County, not too far from Foster's. And again, that's going to be awfully close to Moundville. Down here, look at the hook. Look at this thing wrapping up. That could be a large, significant tornado that's come through Bolagie, and that's moving east. If you're in Utah, you need to be in a safe place right away. Let's go down to the third circulation that is coming up on New Bern and Greensboro in Hale County. This one right here. That, and that. All three are easily possibly producing a tornado at this point. So this is the storm that is coming up on Greensboro and Hale County. You need to be in a safe place until the storms pass. The same thing for Utah. And again, that Greene County storm is past Bolagie. And again, let's go back to Tuscaloosa County. That's the most populated county within the path of these.
Speaking of Tuscaloosa County, Romulus Fire at the Foster's Fire Station reporting a wall cloud and possible tornado near I-2059.
All right, and again, we've got we've been watching Bill's stream, and as soon as we get that back, it's coming and going. But again, we'll stick with the radar data at this point. And again, you can see that really that circulation could be pretty close to Moundville right here. This has come across Ralph and Foster's, and it's moving more due east. Really and truly, I don't see evidence of any immediate circulation affecting the cities of Tuscaloosa and Northport. I know that we're still advising people up here to be in a safe place. On a day like today, a lot of caution is warranted because you can have things that happen that, quite frankly, we don't see on radar until it's too late. But again, the southern part of this, more than likely, is where the greatest circulation would be down Highway 69, down below Tuscaloosa. So for those of you from Moundville back up to Taylorville and around Hillcrest to High School and Shelton State, you want to be in a safe place. And this will keep on moving to the east, perhaps ultimately affecting Duncanville, maybe Vance, maybe Coling. So that is the Tuscaloosa County storm. Clearly, the greatest threat is for the southern half of Tuscaloosa County. Now, we'll go down to the storm that's down here that is really wrapped up. This is a severe storm that could be producing a significant tornado near or southwest of Utah. And again, that particular thunderstorm is moving to the east, northeast. That's crossing Highway 43 right now, and that will continue moving over across the river into Hale County. You've got a plethora of these tornado warning polygons today, but in this case, if you're anywhere close to these storms we're calling out, just be in a safe place. So again, that dangerous storm near Utah is moving east. That'll be coming across. That's Highway 14 right here. That's the bridge on Highway 14 across the Black Warrior River. So Wedgeworth, Akron, and then down Highway 14 to Greensboro, you want to be in a safe place. Now, speaking of Greensboro, we've also got issues down there, Jason, as well. We got really 3 well-defined circulations we see now.
Yeah, and the one that's very close to Greensboro, I think Greensboro is probably more in danger of getting large hail and some damaging straight-line winds. The circulation is probably going to be very near the city of Greensboro, and as we have known from past research, from past tornadoes here in Alabama, just because we see a hook echo and a couplet doesn't mean that that's exactly where the tornado is going to happen under it. Those are fairly broad features. Tornadoes are small. The broader features control the smaller ones, and the tornado could be anywhere underneath it. So if you're in Greensboro, or if you're down Highway 61, Highway 69, down toward Rosemary, New Bern, and then into Perry County, you're going to want to go ahead and get to a place of safety because this storm means business. We saw a very large, well-defined wall cloud in Demopolis, and wall clouds are not tornadoes. tornadoes. They're different, but they are the parents of tornadoes. They indicate where the mesocyclone is, where the rising area is, and this is in that prime area of the state where the greatest threat for these rotating thunderstorms will be to produce tornadoes. Now, they may be rotating farther north, and we've actually seen that, a couple of signatures up in the cooler air, but the storms are actually elevated up in Walker County and Cullman County and Etowah County. There's not much danger of an actual tornado from those, although hail may be pretty significant in some of those places, and the flooding has been significant too. We know of reports of water covering some roads around downtown Fayette. We know that some roads in Lamar County have been flooded. All those counties that are highlighted in green are under flash flood warnings, and some spots up there have seen in the neighborhood of 3 or 4 inches. Farther to the west, though, more problems. We have our a new tornado warning that's out for Oktibbeha County. This is in eastern Mississippi. That's the one that had the tornado emergency on it earlier. Very well-defined circulation. Hook echo, that classic pendant on the southwest side of the storm between Sturgis and Starkville. And this is going to come right over Starkville, right over Mississippi State and Mayhew, and wind up in Columbus. And eventually, that will probably get over into Lamar County. I've seen several reports from our Skywatcher network that the sun has popped out again in West Alabama. In fact, it might be a good idea to check temperatures over here and see where we are. Columbus is at 68, Tuscaloosa is at 69, Jasper at 61. Look at that, the difference between Birmingham and the Shelby County Airport. In Birmingham, the air a little bit more stable. Shelby County Airport, extremely unstable. Just a matter of 30 miles to the south from one county to the next. And how about this? Alexander City and Anniston in the mid-70s. The same wind shear that's happening in West Alabama is moving into East Alabama. In fact, it may be a little better over East Alabama. So with higher instability, the same amount of wind shear, we're definitely in for more of this. This is not going to be a short-lived problem.
But we got a new tornado warning here. Let me kind of explain this and tell you where we are. This is a tornado warning in effect for parts of Green, Hale, and Tuscaloosa counties. I know we sound like a broken record sometimes. This is for the storm that's near Utah, moving northeast at 45 miles an hour. So again, we have this storm near Utah moving northeast. We note a TVS down here that's on the Tuscaloosa-Hale County line, and a third rotation that's down in Hale County that's going to be passing near south of Greensboro. So let's look at, first off, the storm closest to Tuscaloosa. And again, this is the largest population center, and more than likely that let's see, we had a TVS on there a minute ago. I don't see it now, but again, it was indicating...
We're having a little data problem. You're not going to see it on the live.
Okay.
I can actually... Let me pop the storm tracks on there. I'm getting the storm tracks in, but I'm not getting the actual radar data.
Okay, that's fine. Bottom line is the greatest chance of a tornadic circulation is down here in South Tuscaloosa County. Tornado impacted at 5.5. We saw that thing at 10 today in that supercell that came across the state line. But again, this is moving to the east-northeast. The greatest chance of a tornadic circulation is clearly south of Tuscaloosa right now. Again, I know that Tuscaloosa and Northport are in the polygon, and because of the respect we have for the atmospheric conditions today, we advise everybody in any polygon to stay put until the warning is canceled. But this is a new tornado warning for parts of Green, Hale, and Tuscaloosa counties. And this is not for this storm. This is a separate storm. Let's look at the Greene County storm. The new warning is for the storm that's located near Utah. This thing right here, that is a very dangerous storm, and that is moving to the east-northeast. Same deal. Could produce a tornado very close to the city of Utah right now. If you're in Utah, you need to be in a safe place. Small room, lowest floor, near the center, away from windows. This tornado warning is in effect until 4:15 this afternoon. That's for about the next 45 minutes. So we have one rotation very close to Utah, maybe just east of Utah, but it's very close to downtown Utah. Another one in South Tuscaloosa County that's maybe near or just north of Moundville, between Moundville and Taylorville, and a third one that might be just below Greensboro. And all three of these, this, that, and this, are under tornado warnings. Notice the strong evidence of rotation near Greensboro, strong evidence of rotation between Interstate 59 and Highway 69. And again, that's going to be coming out here not too far from Shelton State and Hillcrest High School. They sit about right here, very close to that, maybe just south of there. We've got this strong rotation near Utah and a third rotation near Greensboro. So 1, 2, 3. Those are the big ones. Now, let's look at the Skycam from Tuscaloosa. I'll tell you now, we can't see much because we are clearly in the rain. You'll see gray sky, pouring rain, temperature 68 with a dew point of 64. If we have rotation, it's going to be south of there at this point.
And we've got a lot of folks on that storm, and I have not seen a single tornado report from that yet. We know that there are some wall clouds. We haven't seen a report of even a funnel cloud or a tornado from that just yet.
All
So
right,
we got eyeballs on it.
Right. Let's quickly go to Linda Mays over in the newsroom. Linda.
All right. Thank you, James. Just real quickly, want to show you